All right, so this is the second installment of our inquiry into the migratory mating, developmental and learning behaviors of this species that I'm calling Volans pizzacus. And the common name for Volans pizzacus is just flying pizza. And as you're aware, my viewers are aware that this morning there was flying Volans pizzacus. There's a cat. Now this cat is certainly not an example of Volans pizzacus. But this morning there was a Volans pizzacus of a flying pizza in my yard. And what I'm doing is I'm have you seen a Volans pizzacus? Have you seen a Volans pizzacus? I'm trying to study the behavior of Volans pizzacus. Do you know that species? Volans pizzacus. It's a flying pizza. It's this thing. It's this Volans, flying pizzacus. It's a species. So I cleaned it up. And then I'm studying its behavior. I'm trying to find out like when it arrives and how it arrives and where it originates from. But you haven't seen Volans pizzacus? All right then. All right, well, thank you. I'm just going to continue to see if I can find anybody who knows anything about Volans pizzacus. Okay, this looks pretty deserted here. I'm not sure that this one is worth an inquiry regarding Volans pizzacus. Now, I think these folks on the corner who seem to be pretty racist and claim to be Cherokee, although they look pretty white, don't know anything about Volans pizzacus, these ones. So I won't film you unless you want me to film you, but I'm looking for I won't film you unless you want me to film you. Yes, I won't film you unless you want me to film you, but I'm looking for this particular species that I saw this morning called Volans pizzacus. Do you know anything about this species?
No.
Okay. Can I film you or no?
For what?
For it, well, it'll go on my YouTube channel,
Oh.
which is called The Contract in Phi through Theta. It's pretty sarcastic and ironic.
Okay.
All right, it's all right?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm looking for this species. I'm looking for... I have your permission to film you, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm looking for this species. It's called Volans pizzacus. And of course, those words are derived from the Latin, like flying, like volans, right? Like to throw or to fly,
Yeah.
and pizza, right? So
Right.
flying pizza.
Yeah.
So this morning, like there was pizza, like flying into my yard. And like my first thought would have been like, oh, well, my neighbors must be using my yard as a trash can.
Yeah.
But then I realized it's not. It's flying pizza. It's its own species, right? So I'm like doing a study of Volans pizzacus, and I'm asking people like if they know anything about its behavior, because I found it there this morning, and I'm not sure whether it arrived in the nighttime, like while it was still dark, or while I was walking my dog. And at first I thought, well, it can't be very smart because it's just a pizza,
Yeah.
right? And then I thought, well, but like maybe it's intelligent and it knew that I was walking my dog, and it waited until I was walking my dog to like fly into the yard. So I'm just asking people if they know anything about the behavior of this species.
Well, what was on it?
I didn't check. I kind of just disposed of it.
What? You didn't even check?
I didn't even check.
To see
I
what
was
kind of pizza it was?
okay. I admit, I want to confess now. I was kind of upset.
Oh yeah.
And the reason I was kind of upset was because, you know, when we first moved here, like my dogs got really sick.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people had, you know, put stuff in the yard, either intentionally or
Really?
just throwing stuff. Yeah, or just throwing stuff in the yard. So like when the pizza arrived this morning,
Yeah.
the Volans. Oh, it's so hard to keep track of these Latin words. When the Volans pizzacus arrived this morning, I admit it, I was upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they got really sick.
Right.
And, you know, then I had to, and I was surprised because, you know, I've lived in other places where it wasn't hard to get into the vet. But when I tried to get into the vet here, some of the places that I asked, like, can you take my dogs because they're sick, said, well, not for 2 months or 3 months.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
There's, like,
you
no
know.
emergency?
You know, there was an emergency place, but they were kind of like, ooh, sketchy.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I was really disturbed, you know, like that there wasn't care and that there was all this, you know, like, so there's a lot of litter.
Right.
I'm not really used to that much litter. But I didn't realize
You're
that.
like on Central, or close to Central?
Exactly. We're right here. I'm right here at 1923 on the corner where this neighbor.
Oh, you had the squash. You don't have
Yes,
the
I had the
anymore.
squash. And now I wanna just like make it clear, like this neighbor right here, right, with the lights on, definitely is not the one who threw the pizza over the fence, right?
Right.
Because we know this is a species
Yeah.
of flying pizza.
Right. Right.
So, you know, that's not there.
Yeah.
Right. So my inquiry is about, like, if you've seen this, like if you've seen the flying pizza, if you know anything about its behavior, like when can I expect it again?
Oh.
I checked the yard in the afternoon and there was no more flying pizza. So I'm not sure.
Maybe it only happens the eve of a federal holiday.
Maybe. I like that idea. I like that idea. So, like,
Maybe the next time.
okay, so a lot of my art is collaborative, like as you can see,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so you can see that it's collaborative. So maybe I'll wait until the next federal holiday
To see.
to do another entry
You can
of
see.
like my inquiry
Yeah. You
regarding
never know.
Volans pizzacus. Unless, you know, something comes up where it's
Yeah.
like pretty obvious that I have like a sighting. So if I have a sighting in the yard, I'll probably have to violate that
Yeah.
schedule, right?
Yeah.
But I like the idea. So we're gonna do it both on sightings of pizza in the yard, like, which is pretty, like, you know, a good example of, you know,
Was it a whole
evidence. No, it was a, you know, discarded pizza. So okay, so thank you very much. We have a schedule now. I'm going to do an entry at every national holiday, and I'm going to search for Volans pizzacus flying like either. I mean, and maybe oddly, because they seem to be moving, but maybe oddly we won't have any more sightings
Maybe not.
of Volans
Yeah.
pizzacus. Like, and that would be a coincidence, wouldn't it? But if we do, I'm definitely going to check those national holidays.
Yeah.
So what I want to thank you for is like putting us on a schedule
Oh yeah.
and like being a really good sport and participating in our search
Yes.
for the elusive species
Yeah.
Volans pizzacus.
Good luck.
Because some
I
people weren't really very good sports.
Well, I can imagine. But
Thank-
good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
All right, take care.